Let's see if any of these videos work.
Look, this is just another dip that's going to get bought up sooner or later. And then you have the other camp.
Oh, that's too fast.
That says, look, this is the start of a rapid popping of the AI bubble. It's going to be popalicious. So what can we learn from the data? Who is right here? Well, the data suggests that this bull market is broadening out, not crashing. Very, very key distinction. For Market Watch, investors are dumping stock market winners and buying almost everything else. Over the last 12 plus months, massive inflows have been solely going into the large cap tech sector, namely the Mag 7, leaving much of the rest of the market down, and now capital is getting more and more spread.
Okay. So the market today. First off, this is actually live and your comments show up here. Let's see what we got cooking here. It's Wednesday, first off. And yeah, so here we are. Start with the SPY down day yesterday. Well, not down day, I guess. Not great. Interestingly, Lemonade, fake breakout, Tesla unwound as well. So Nvidia's down. Well, why don't we just start with the watch list first. Gold held in there. XBI is pretty much done. Silver's holding in there. CPRE's still in there. T10's holding there. MongoDB, I think we can just... Well, it's still in there. Lemonade's fine. Capital One's fine. Vertex is still building something out. COO went. Estee Lauder held in there. Dollar General awesome. Gap awesome. GCT's holding in there. Lulu, massive day on a down day in the markets. PL is still holding in there, but I would probably just get rid of PL at this point. Get rid of CMI. That's tough. Bear flag, I guess, is what that was. Hard to always tell. PCAR is holding in there. GEV got wrecked. Glad I didn't look at that. What up? This is actually live, guys, and your comments show up here. GV was already extended, but sometimes things can keep going, of course. WWD, I think that's gone. CDE is hanging in there, and Jazz, I think, is gone. So, a good number of these are still hanging in there. And then a fun way to sort these, I think, is ADR. So something like that. Some of these are going to be a little weird, but we'll just go through those quickly. SanDisk is interesting. It's not interesting quite yet, although it's a little interesting. We'll put it on here. Do no sorting. You guys can't see this. There we go. Should be able to see pretty much everything right now. The whole how about now? Not really. There's two more. There's MongoDB and SanDisk, so whatever. CLSK is still uninteresting. BBAI, no. mRNA, false breakout. Cores got wrecked. More IMQ, no. Riot, no. Oklo, no. Rocketti, no. ALab, kind of bobbing, but no. Ability, no. IRA, no. Lu, no. QS, no. Wolf, no. ASDS, no. Cipher, no. Open, no. QBTS, no. Hut had that news today. I guess it's on watch. I don't really know what to do with that sort of setup, but they had a deal with FluidStack. Joby, no. Mode, no. CI, no. Sim, no. Affirm had a lot of strength, but it's still in no man's land. So that's no. ENTG, no. EOS, no. MB, no. Marvel, no. Honest, no. What do you mean we got AVGO? Meaning they're all getting wrecked? Yeah, AVGO definitely did not do anything good. CoreWeave, yeah, too, and Oracle. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this ANF, you can't really buy it this far, but shorting it is not crazy either. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that, so I'm just going to keep going. CLF is holding in there. Didn't I just opened FIGS, right? FIGS could be a short up here. CLF is interesting. On short, PI, no. LGN short or nothing. Bloom, nothing. Studio, no. Reddit, strength. Okay. Rivian. Dang. Talk about a short op missed. BRT, no. Bros, some strength. Bros is a little spiky, but not horrible. Food 2, no. iClear, no. IMNM, no. Microchip or whatever, no. ZLH, no. ONON, that could be a short flag. It's hard to totally tell what's going on there. PSGG, no. Rocket Lab, no. ALK, Rolling Over. CG, no. Dell, no. SLR, no. Helm, no. Lyft, no. BWR, no. RDNT, no. Stro. Rack, TLN, no. U, no. ANET, no. Cart got wrecked. Cart got wrecked. D-Dog just continuing to get wrecked. DKS, no. FICO, no. Gap is holding in there. You can't buy it today, but it's still on the watch list. Hood kind of holding, I guess. Talked about eliminating XP, no. Audio fail, no. Path, whatever. Roku, fail. SoFi, no. Tesla got wrecked. WSM, I don't know. XPO, I don't know. AA. AA is okay, actually. AAL pulled back some. Hard to say with that one. ALB is still holding in there. Not terrible. Whoops. Okay. AMD no. App no. Brawl no. CCJ no. CCL earnings coming up. CLS reacts more. Core no. East Crowd no. Carvana, I don't know what that. Fang, some strength, but no man's land. FN no. No. ATC no. KKR no. MGM no. OKCSI no. Net no. And Energy no. Nvidia no. Big down day on Nvidia. NXT holding somehow. FT holding. Snow. I don't know. Bottoming maybe. Ticker symbol COKE. Is that not Coke? What's the difference between that and this? I don't know. But Coca-Cola consolidated. It's just too slow. Yeah, it is interesting though. It's building out a base. What the heck was I just looking at? Oh man, I can't really remember what I was looking at. Somewhere in here. Oh yeah, Target. Target has a lot of strength, but I can't really buy it up here. UAL. No, WST. Kind of choppy. It's a bottler. Yeah, it looks good if it can go sideways for a while. Maybe it'll make a GV move. RAS, no. Maybe go. We talked about Baidu, no. Blackstone, too slow. CDE still in there. CRM, good strength today. I don't know what to do with that. DHI, no. Dino, no. Deviant strength. Estee Lauder still in there. We talked about that. EPAM, EQT, no. FCX is very wiki, but it's holding in here, so I'm finally going to put it on this list. GA, we talked about that. Got wrecked. Halliburton holding in there. HPE holding in there. KNX rolling over a little. LPLA now. Mongo holding in there. MTN maybe. MTSI. Yeah, what is this? What does this look like? It's not horrible. Left side peak. I love it. MTSI, no. New, no. PHM, no. I want to invest in them for as long as they're investable. So, you know, if we're looking at Palantir, you know, here, I'm trading, right? I'm going to get in here. I'm going to sell like a third at 10% up. And then I maybe I'll sell another third here. I get spooked out or something. And then I'll hold a third trailing one of these averages. So I guess I'm investing a third. So as long as the stock keeps going up, then I guess I'm investing. But what do they say? Investment is a trade gone right. RCL, it's holding, that's fine. Keep an eye on that RCL. No, actually we won't. It's below the 200. Shop holding in there. Schlubberger, whatever. Toll now. Twilio holding the strength. Left side peak. Needs to build something out here. Wayfair, some strength. Don't want to buy it right now. ABNB, AEO, maybe a short. AG coming back. Silver, Alien, Nyla. AMAT, no. APTV, I don't know. Boeing is still looking all right. Even though it's below the 200, I keep looking at this. Keep coming back to it. But it's all right. I'm just going to, there's other stuff to look at. BABA, no. COO is still on the list. Big strength, ConocoPhillips. CRS pulled back. CV back. Sabre. Dow. EIX, I don't know about that. I mean, it's just spiky. EME, no. 5, no. Fix, big down day. GHI, no. Hub, no. IBKR, no. IQV, maybe a bear flag. MBC, no. MTD, no. MTZ, no. Mu. Mu just had earnings this afternoon. So we'll let that close. Put that on the old list, but it doesn't really need to be on the list. SOC, YCBD. SOC, it's below 200, but yeah, there's strength. It's also a penny stock. YCBD, yeah, it's a penny stock. 9, that's a sub-dollar. What are you doing with these sub-dollar stocks? I want $100 million volume and over $5. So a $5 stock would need 20 million of volume on the day. So where's MU? Where did MU go? NBIX, no. NTAP, no. NTRA, no. NUE, no. NVT, you're trading? Yeah. PL, no. PSX, no. Power, no. Regen, no. RKT. Regeneron might be okay. It's her THC holding in there. TDRGV holding in there. TATMI, no. Urban, no. Short, VLO, no. What? No. WCC, no. A, no. ADI, no. ADM's holding in there. ACAM. Amazon, maybe a bounce there. I don't know. ASML, PPI, I don't know. PAB, no. PKR, BMY, finally pulling back a little. BWXT, CACI, no. CFQ, CA, CVS. CVS, maybe some type of big flag. Let that happen. Dollar Tree, go back. EQX, EXI, no. Flex, no. Fwonk, what is that? 4 green days. GHC, no. H, I don't know. ISRG is okay. Let that thing build out. It's just crazy slow. JBHT, no. JBL, no. Clack, no. Semi, no. Lily, pull back. LICX, semi, pull back. Love. OMC went. It's kind of a crazy move. PLNT holding in there. RVMD fails. STLD went. Boy. I was looking at that, but difficult morning weakness. Maybe we'll put that on the watch list, let that thing build up. TSM fail. UHS holding in there. Ganx, is it over $5 and does it have over $100 million volume on the day? UPS holding in there. It's kind of slow. Win holding in there. AM, I don't know, AMGN. ARW, ATI. We keep booking, no. BN, no. Cyber is just spiky and slow, but maybe. There's Capital One. Talked about Dollar Tree. EPA's down there. EMR is down there. EW. EXP, F, FERG, FTI. Guild holding in there. Hasbro, whatever. HEI, I don't know. HL is holding in there, I guess. It's 405. Okay, fine. It's not nearly enough volume, dude. It has $4 million of volume on the day. HL. HL seems pretty extended for sure. But said that before. HWM down. MC holding in the INS fail jazz, no. Keys, pulled back LDOS, no. Light holding in there. Low holding in there. LVS, no. MLM, no. MIMS, no. Merc holding in there. DSN, knee. NTR, some strength. PAS, I don't know. OKLS. Oh boy. PFE, Pfizer. You're messing with me? You're messing with me. You gotta look at the volume before you send it. This is not $100 million of volume, right? It's a $20 stock and it traded $1 million. That's 20 times 1. PKG. Prax, holding in there. RL, no. SGI, no. SIF, no. TKI, no. TMO. TPR, Ultra rolling over. Uther went, not much. WPM. ZM, ABV, AIG went. ALL, APH, RGX. So wedging up. Gold thing. XP failed. C holding in there, I guess. I don't know about C. It's just slow moving, but wow, Caterpillar. Terrible move. Unwind. CCK, a lot of strength. CFJ, CN pullback, CRH, CTSH holding in there but slow. DuPont, GE pullback, Corning, Morville pullback, Goldman Sachs pullback, HCA. IBM, CDXX, wow, INSM, some sort of biotech thing, iHub, JCI, pullback, KGC, LV checks, Marriott Strength, MCK, no, MS, no, NAM, RGLD, so gold is definitely interesting, RPRX sets, sorry, no, STX, Seagate, memories holding in there, Tiva is holding in there, it's kind of weird. TSEM, no. TSN, Vail, WAP, VD, no. WDC, WSC, WWD, ABVX, B holding in there. This is kind of spiky CHRW, but it's holding in there. CMI, Core, CSCO, Google holding in there, Google holding in there. JPM, ROIV, RTX, STT, Tel, Turn, Well, Walmart, little strength actually. Walmart might not be so bad, but it's pretty intermediate. Alright, well that's still a heck of a list. You can't see it all, but the bottom one says Reddit and then Bros, and then there's AA, ALB, FCX, MTN, Mu, and then Steel Dynamics, STLD. It would be great to get some people over on YouTube. That's really where we want to be hanging out. I know music's there, but yeah, it's just you, as far as I can see. I can never tell if the people on X are real or not. There's 11 people on X. So if you're on X, type your country of origin. There's totally not 11 people. Okay. Let's get cooking here. It's definitely a tough market, but you knew that. FCX is interesting. A couple chemical names as well. So that's what we pretty much got going on. Music, I want a confirmation that that is over $5 and has over 20 million. Okay, 2 million volume. So is that, what's the price on that? It's got to be over $50 price. Gold's still hanging in there, actually. Yeah, gold is definitely in the conversation. This T10 looks okay. GCT is okay. Did you find the price? Lulu already went. GAF's got to pull back a day. COO maybe can go sideways. PCAR's barely holding in there. CDE is still interesting. DG could maybe go sideways here. ELCBRE. Yeah. Okay, so industrials is down. So what is yeah, XLY is the one that's good right now, whatever that is. Consumer discretionary, I don't know. I don't know what all these are. Let's just get going. IBIT is in the dumps. Ethereum's in the dumps. Excuse me. Alright, you found another one? What's this? 7 times $40 million volume. Alright. Is it above the 200-day moving average? Oh, God. That looks to me like a $4 stock. So technically it did have over $100 million volume today, but the previous days it had nothing, so it's a liquidity trap. And the 200 days up here, this green thing. I don't know how you're finding these stocks. I think you're finding it based on how much they moved today, which is a crazy way to look at stocks. Crazy. Very day trader-esque. You want to sort all the stocks, right? Find the ones that are big, market cap, and then look to see how they're looking on a chart. I think what you're just doing is you're finding the ones that moved the most on today, which is one filter instead of multiple filters. I could be wrong, but so got some ideas. Let's get these going. Materials is doing well. Oh, what about our good friend, the futures? Palladium was supposed to be a short. Nope, another big day. That's tough. Gold and silver obviously holding in there. Copper, whatever. Soybeans. Another down day in that. And then for kicks, we can look at the dollar. We can look at crude. And then we can look at natural gas. Which is bottoming finally. We can look at the VIX for kicks. And the 10-year. VIX is up a little bit. Market went down. Makes sense. 10-year coming down. Small caps down. Also down. Obviously, the market went down. Okay. So we're now down to levels seen more than 2 months ago, which is pretty crazy. But it's fine. FCX. Copper. So what is this symbol for copper? HG. Yeah, we just looked at that. SCCO. It's holding in there. Alright. There is one stock that is about to skyrocket. The company is Freeport-McMoRan, ticker symbol FCX. It's a copper and gold mine. So both copper futures and gold futures are holding up incredible strength, even as the market approaches levels not seen in the last 2 months. So it seems like the metals are a safe haven. Unsurprisingly, silver has strength as well. You have to look at what money is actually flowing into, and it's flowing into materials. Tickers like Alcoa, AA, Albemarle is a chemical company. ALB is the ticker for that. So besides FCX, these other companies, materials and industrials, are doing exceptional. Are they all going to skyrocket? Probably not all of them as the market cools right now, but they've set up well, and money doesn't just get sucked out of the market. Usually it rotates, and a lot of it is rotating right now. So this does not look like a 2008 doomsday Great Recession scenario. Let's look at these tickers and a few more right now. This is not financial advice, but I hope it helps.
This is Sam Putnam.
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 All right, so as you can see, we've got live comments showing up right now, and you'll see these in the recording, but I'll just type that for new people. This is actually live. Your comments do show up here, and I'll answer your comments too. Hut did look strong today. I have it on the watch list today. They did have news with Fluid Stack, which is basically guaranteed by Google. They're a Bitcoin miner turned data center play. So, you know, some of these have really come down recently. But $7 billion is a lot of money. 15-year lease. So this is possible collaboration with Claude, Anthropic, which is the LLM with like a 200 million valuation. So big move up construction starting next 18 months or something. Yeah, so other companies have had moves like that in the, you know, AI data center miner space, but none of them look good right now. Wolf, Iron, you got to stay the heck away. Even Riot, Mara, the OG ones. Here's the ones that are interesting. FCX, I just talked about. Some of these failures are, it's got to get over 49.50, but you can get a little bit of a cheat entry on FCX. ALB also setting up as well, a chemicals company. AA also in the conversation, Alcoa. And then CLF, Cleveland Cliffs, is in the conversation, as well as gold and what other stock that is totally different, Service Titan. So they recently had earnings. They're up over that close just about. It's a little messy, but sold off and had strength, which is more than a lot of stocks can say right now. So let's rip through what else is on the watch list right now. Capital One, interesting. Still forming a flag here. A little extended, a little slow, 2% a day, but it's up there. Silver, still holding up. This real estate company, Seabury RE, a little bit of a wiki move, but I could have a skyrocket at some point. Estee Lauder, some strength despite the market weakness today. Dollar General breaking out. Maybe that can come back, and then you can get an entry on that. CDE, another mining company holding in there. Lemonade had a failed breakout, but it's still holding. PCAR, hard to see if that's a long or a short, but it's definitely a flag. CLO holding in there. Some strength today. Gap. It's a little extended here, but if it can come back a day, you can get an entry on that. And Lulu, big, massive day. Need to pull back on that. It's Biotech, VRTX, still forming that channel upwards. GCT software name holding up there. Talked about Service Titan. There's gold itself, almost enterable here. Mongo needs to go sideways a bit. SanDisk, you can get in there as that flag starts to form. Hut needs to form a flag as well. Talked about CLF. It's a little slow moving, but could get a cheat entry there. Reddit would be great if that could form a flag. And Bros, you might be able to buy over, say, 62 and a half, something like that. AA, might be able to buy that soon. ALB, very viable. FCX is good. MTN, high volume close over 155. Mu, maybe get a cheat entry on this close. Wait for this to close tomorrow before taking a look at it. At earnings today. STL day, strength today, moving up on this channel. So that's what we got going on here. And then we'll look through, all the stocks or whatever, but I think it's reasonable just to say what's cooking. Let's see. Google's, don't short Google. That's the lesson right now. Even though the flag is not totally breaking out, you got to give Google a little bit of a break. So we don't have to worry about data centers in space right now. Let's see what else we got here that's constructive. I can't say there's going to be a lot, but it's definitely, could be the end of a bull market for sure. Could be another couple weeks sideways. But if you guys have interests in shorts, we can start turning this into a short channel, but it's going to be a complete shift, and I don't want to put that on everybody. It's not easy. God, these videos are... Bitcoin does not look good right now. Ethereum does not look good. Yeah. A lot of this is pretty... There's the Venezuela oil thing, although oil is not moving too much today. ConocoPhillips was up some. Nothing too wild to act on. Let's see. Yeah. You can probably just call it there. SCCO also looks good, I agree. In terms of whatever those are called. Copper names. Yeah, Cipher doesn't look good, but long term it's good. I think FCX is a better move than SCCO. It's holding in there, but not by much. That was a good find, though. However you just came up with that, if you can do more of that, that is what we're looking for here. All right. And then in terms of just highest market cap to lowest market cap, actually, you know what? That's kind of boring. Industries is another way to look at these, right? So we'll just ignore these ones that don't have an industry. So energy equipment and stuff. Baker, Halliburton, just not interesting. Schlumberger. And then oil itself, we talked about down, except for ConocoPhillips. The rest of this stuff is not interesting. MPC, PSX, no. All this stuff is pretty. Uranium names, no. So chemicals is where it's at, right? NTR, ALB, DuPont, whatever, but the other ones are kind of holding in there. And then this container sector, whatever this is, CCK, might be in a league of its own. But there's metals. Metals is great right now. Metals and materials. And then yeah, RGLD is another way to buy gold. HL's in the conversation for sure. And STLD, I think that is steel. Dynamics. Needs to build out a base. We talked about that. Aerospace is okay too, I guess. Not really. Aerospace is all over the place. It's really just Boeing that was handling and hanging in there. Let's see. Mod's down a lot. EME's down a lot. Fix is down a lot. These are all these construction names that just got wrecked. Electric. What is this? Electrical equipment got wrecked. Don't want that. NXT is solar, but it's still in electrical equipment. Bloom Energy wrecked. GV wrecked. 3M's in its league of its own. CAT, CMI, all these construction things are. Some of them are actually okay, but just PCAR. Keep an eye on that. Ferg, no. WCC, no. These are professional services, whatever that means. PL's okay, actually. CHRW is okay as well. UPS is okay. They're just slow. Air freight names are okay. Airlines are fine. They just need to go sideways a little bit. Except for Joby and Archer. The vertical takeoffs, we don't need those right now. Speculation names. Ground transportation, no. XPO, no. Logistics, no. Automotives, batteries are no. Ford, weakness. Rivian, Tesla's all pulling back. SGI, no. DHI, no. PHM, no. So, it's definitely the safe havens right now. RLTP, RONN, no. OVS, MGM, no. Gambling's no. That includes hotels like Airbnb and Booking. Actually, yeah, I guess that for some reason Airbnb is up a lot. HBM is another one you found. Hudson Bay is a good one. That's a minerals company. Nice. I don't know how you're finding these, but keep doing whatever you're doing. That one can maybe go sideways a little bit before it gets back on the list, but that's worth putting on the watch list. And then these cruisers keep going sideways. PLNT is okay as well. Just failed breakout you have to deal with. Talked about Bros, which is coffee. Amazon, no. Baba, no. Which is whatever this is, like big retail. These retailers are probably slowing down at this point, except for the ones that haven't broken out, like Gap. And then the vertical retail, DKS, Five Lows, Ulta, no. Carvana, scary to buy. Wayfair could be a cheat entry. I could put that on the list. But WSM cart failed. What is this? Consumer staples. Dollar G and Dollar General strong. Dollar Tree. Probably got to let that cool off for a bit. Target looks fine too. So yeah, retail, industrials, and metals. Minerals. EL's fine. Talked about that. EW, GHC, no. IDXX. ICRG looks okay. It's just too slow. PEN. ALGN, no. CDO is fine. Core is fine. So this is healthcare stuff, which for the most part is just not really cooking here. I mean, maybe this ABBV will firm up, but it's slow moving. And then all this other stuff, BBIO, BIIB Guild, no. And then this is biotechs. Biotechs are always sketch. INSM got crushed. If anyone knows what happens there, could be a good thing to avoid. Whatever, I'll look it up. I'm the one talking. What else? NBIX got wrecked too. Prax is still in the conversation. Regeneron's okay, but not great. EQX, is that like a gas thing? Is that what that is? Yeah, this is a pretty rough day, so if I can get above this pivot, maybe. What is EQX? Yeah, it's gold. Okay. Yeah, so gold names are fine. Where were we? Yeah, these biotechs rolling over whatever. UTR went. United Therapeutics went, but I don't think this candle is real, so I'm going to ignore most of that, but Crystal Myers was a good idea, but just slow moving. I don't like these ones. Pfizer and Lilly just got crushed. Teva's holding in there. And then Life Sciences. Agilent. Just stair-stepping down. Let's see what else we got going on here. City's holding in there. ITUB, no. GPM, no. No. WFC, no. CPG, APO, Rocket, Affirm. XP, COF, no. SoFi, no. Ares, no. BN, no. BX holding in, I guess. KKR, no. SDT, no. Futu, no. Goldman Sachs, no. Hood, no. So now we're into money names, finance, capital markets, or whatever. AIG still has strength, incredibly. So that's actually worth keeping on watch. Kind of in the Wayfair category of Lemonade's worth it. And then consulting companies, I think is what we got going on here. Nothing too interesting here. ACAM continued strength. And then Twilio needs to pull back a little bit, but that's on watch. And then what do we got else? CRM might get interesting. It looks like it's up a bit. So that's a tentative watch. DDoG's continuing to get wrecked in software. Software in general is not super exciting, with the exception of that Hut News. Palantir got wrecked. Nuclear stuff, CubeATS, Quantum or whatever. Riot down. Unity not doing anything great. Wolf down. ZM holding in there, not great. CrowdStrike now. CYVR. NBIS down. Path down. ANAT down. CN down. Cisco back. Light holding in there, but not much. Ondas, Dell, HPE, okay. IONQ, okay. NTAP, no. Pure Storage, no. SanDisk is holding in there actually from memory. STX, not great. Western Digital, not great. Keys, not great. APH. And Optoelectronics Core, whatever. GLW with those fiber optics, not great. CLS, no. Flex, no. FN, JBL, this is like electrical components, yeah. Tel, no. TTMI, these are pretty much getting wrecked. AMAT, AMKR, ENTG, no. And then semis. KLA, CLRCX, no. MKSI, no. Terra, no. ADI, no. ALAB, no. AMD, no. AVGo, no. CRDO, no. FSLR, holding in there. INTC, no. MCHP, no. And PWR, no. MRVL, MTSI, no. MU, little strength. And the big ones, NVIDIA, selling off. NXPI, no. ON, no. PI holding in there. QCOM holding in there. RGTI, nothing. TSM, nothing. ASTS. Space, Euphoria seems to be fading. Omicron, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think this is super sustainable. So, god damn, this ChatGPT. INCM is the ticker. What happened today? OMC ticker. Oh yeah, their phase 2 study did not meet primary or secondary endpoints for INSMED, so that's a bad thing. Omicron. They had a merger last month. I don't see any normal or special news, so I'm just going to ignore this. I don't know what to do with it. SATS could still be a short. Space Euphoria, and then entertainment TKO is some strength, but don't know what to do with that. Needs to level off some. Warner Brothers continuing down. Baidu, whatever. Google, no. Google, Reddit holding some strength. CG, whatever this is. There's the EIX. Similar to EQX. EIX looks somewhat interesting. A little spiky. Tough to predict that. NEE, no. Energy, no. Okla, no. SRE, TLN, well, no. CBRE is still interesting, and then Open is failing. So this is a heck of a list. You can't see this whole list because it's off the screen, but I'll scroll through it. Capital One, Silver, CBRE for a poor market, EL, Dollar General, CDE, Lemonade. This is a big list for poor markets. PCAR, COO, Gap, Lulu, needs to pull back. Little VRTX, go sideways. GCT, T-Sand, Gold, MDB, SanDisk, Hut, CLF, interesting. RDT, Reddit, Dutch Bros, AA, Albemarle, FCX, MTN, Mu, STLD, and HBM. So there's a lot to be thankful for. Yeah, there's just a lot in the market to look at. So, yep. As far as other, Trump's speaking about Venezuela right now. We could tune in, I guess. Is that a thing? Trump, Venezuela. What's he up to? Venezuela. Oh. It's just more of the oil stuff. It's just don't mess with oil stocks right now. There's nothing crazy. Nvidia to cut gaming GPU production by 30%. I don't know exactly what that means. You don't really have to care about these massive takeover things. They're not gonna like move the market in the short term. So industrials working on a false breakout. Yeah, that is sort of interesting insight. Like industrials is going down, but those are still working. I don't know. Trump's doing a dividend to soldiers. I don't know about a lot of this other just non-news, non-market news, non-market moving news. Yeah, I think we can just pretty much. This guy's good. Data center stuff. Boy. Oil prices are down after the nation address by Trump does not mention Venezuela. Okay. Oil prices are already not great. Yeah, so here's the thing. If people don't like data centers, they're not going to get built. That's a fair point. Nothing really else to say. There's no crazy macro news. Pretty much just gold. So it is what it is. The Trump speech did not do anything great. The jobs numbers don't really matter. HMY? What about HMY? Yeah, that looks like it's holding in there. That's a gold name? A metals name? Yeah, gold miner. Yep. Typically, so here are the gold miners, right? AU, it's kind of just shelving sideways. AEM, that's not moving. NEM's up, so that one's maybe more interesting. I like gold because you can just, it's the ETF, it pretty much follows the futures of gold. You can see it kind of looks the most flaggy. AU, if I didn't mention it, I just mentioned it. So HMY is definitely one of the better ones with higher lows, I think. But I would probably just do gold personally, but I don't know. I guess Micron had good guidance. That's good. Oh yeah, what about these pot stocks? What happened to those? They kept going, so you know, there are situations where tiny stocks are interesting, but in general, it's not worth the trouble. Lulu. Activist investor built a $1 billion stake. So that news just came out after earnings as well. So that was pretty unpredictable. Okay, what else? There's not really anything else crazy going on. AI stocks are pretty much coming down right now. Drone stocks are uninteresting. UMAC, RCAT. Yeah. Good luck, all. Let's see. OpenAI looking at 750 billion. That's great, but doesn't really affect us public market investors. Yeah, I would not have a position in iRobot. I don't even know if you can. Didn't that go bankrupt? If it's not already done trading, it's going to be done trading soon. So sell your shares or cover your short, because that thing is, they're just going to literally erase the shares. You're not even going to get your amount of money back, I believe. Oh, I feel like my Twitter feed could be better. Lulu is going to be a background company, return to glory. Yep. I mean, Lulu is a trend company, right? So it's like, do you think they're going to be the next Nike? You know, do they even want to be the next Nike? So what about the I was going to say the strawberry companies, but that's not a real thing. It's got to be another way to sort these companies that's not totally boring besides market cap. I mean, we can just, I don't like doing this, but you can just look at what's went up the most compared to the how much it normally moves. So what's crazy is, okay, so here's a couple of NTR. So whatever sector is that in? Oh yeah, that's in the, we already looked at that. That's a chemical company. And then the CCK, something must have happened here that's interesting. Other than that, stuff that went down a ton. The services, open door, cores. Yeah, cores. See that the shorts are definitely up plenty. That would probably be the, if we're being honest, the most reasonable thing to look at right now. Lulu did invest in branding. It's their large oversight. Only time will tell if they can get it together. But Lulu stores are packed right now. Their oversight, like their oh yeah. Like they're not as invested in branding as like a Gymshark. They're not as well known. I know what the Lulu symbol looks like, but I don't know what to associate Lulu with. Gymshark is pretty obvious what it's associated with. Going to the gym, right? Like CrossFit is Gymshark, how Gymshark started, I think. I think it's just going to bend my brain too much to look at all these stocks as shorts right now. But you might be able to short. I don't even know how to look at these as shorts. Like you probably don't want to short NVIDIA right here, but maybe you don't want to short Google. Not Amazon, probably not Tesla, probably not EVgo. Although you could short EVgo with a stop at yesterday's open. Maybe that's something. Lilly, you might be able to short Lilly. The pharmaceuticals are, you know, look exactly like Lilly. What else? You don't want to short Palantir. ASML already went down. Baba, I don't know. AMD might be worth a short with a stop at 200. That would be a pretty reasonable idea. What else? Consider Nike up or down. They're always invested in athletes and branding. Yep. But Nike's still not doing great right now, right? I guess I should be a little bit more reasonable than Nike. 5-year chart, they're definitely not doing great. Baba, no. What else here? Cisco's already down. Wells Fargo, no. IBM. No. Caterpillar's down too much. Goldman Sachs, I don't know. XP, I don't know. Goldman Sachs might be a short there, I don't know. RTX, probably already down too much. TMO might be a short soon. Let's see. Man, Intel just unwind of the century. ANET not so hot. This Lowe's might roll over, but I'm not sure. If ADI gets a bounce, that could be a short. KKR down. BMY like for a little hyper scalp short, but like a 1 day. I can't even bring myself to say a 1 day swing. 1 day short. Marriott. It's tough to long that, but Airbnb could be a short soon. What else? A lot of stuff just already went down. PCAR, I'd almost feel more comfortable shorting than longing. Any sort of extended NXPI could be a short. This one actually looks pretty good as a short. It would be great if this was higher volume, but what else? Nothing cooking here. Let's see. Most of these stocks are just in no man's land. IQV might be a short. CCL's got to get through earnings. MCHP could still be a short. Just risked 50 cents or something. I think WGS is a short. WGS is already down too much. That was the one I was just looking at before WGS. I don't know. Yeah, MCHP. T was holding in there, keys coming down. DB holding up. A lot of this stuff is just no man's land. All right, 8 minutes of this left. Let's see. This MTD might roll over. Short. Let's see what else. Alta may roll over. I wouldn't want to buy light, but it's not super clear on that one. I mean, if I thought palladium was a possible short yesterday, I guess I would think it's more of a short, but it's hard to short metals at a time when, yeah, this love on a gap up could be a short. I don't know. All right, what else we got cooking here? This is a long time to scan through the market. It's been over an hour. Gold is still here. Let's see. Later. Let's see. TKO, maybe a short-term short, although I don't like the sound of that. ATI short with a tight stop. Now we're getting into the low 1 to 10 billion companies. There might be something with short potential down here. Maybe GH. I don't know. EPAM, actually. That could be a short. What else? Feels like a Thursday, but it's a Wednesday. What else is here? There's a lot of stuff that's just weak, but not shortable. Although maybe KNX could roll over. Yeah. Coming up on the end here. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if MTN or ANF or even PL dropped significantly, but Turn or AEO could be shortable. All right. I'm an NM came down as well. So, if you're just joining, this is actually live. Your recording is not, obviously. And your comments do show up here. How this works is you mention tickers and we look at them. As long as they have over $100 million volume on the day, maybe for multiple days on average. And they ought to be over $5, right? So that's that. The ideas for tomorrow and going forward. CLF, Cleveland Cliffs. That's a mining metals company. Alcoa's AA, that's a metals company. So that's like steel. ALB is chemicals. Albemarle. FCX is copper and gold mine. Gold itself, that's the gold ETF. And then Service Titan is like a data consulting AI-ish company. So those are the ideas. If you made it to the end of this video, like this video. If you want a free course on how to find the next NVIDIA without gambling on startups, hit that subscribe. And if you want to talk about your portfolio, head over to meet.stockscommunity.com. meet.stockscommunity.com. That link will be in the description. It's a Google Calendar. You pick a time. It's 15 minutes. We'll hop on a call, talk about your portfolio, whatever you got in there. And 13 of those 15 minutes views. I might try to sell you something at the end, but you knew that. See ya.
Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.